this, but I'm taking some night classes to become a nurse. This expression, my day job, usually means your primary job, the way that you make the most money. It could imply that it's during the day, but if you happen to work a night shift, you can still say my day job. This is my main job and how I make money. It's my day job. Another way to talk about your main job is to say my 9 to 5 is in a marketing firm. My 9 to 5. This talks about the hours that you work, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. You might work different hours. You might work 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. You might work in the afternoon or the evening, but we still use my 9 to 5 to talk about your primary job, my 9 to 5. There is kind of a new movement talking about this expression, and it's often about how people don't like their 9 to 5, that this is something that they're not satisfied with, and people who are not enjoying their 9 to 5 might find some articles online that say, want to ditch your 9 to 5? Here's how to find your dream job. An expression we'll talk about in a moment. But sometimes in this modern age, 9 to 5 implies that it's just a job. I don't really care about it. It's my 9 to 5. It's somehow that it's the way that you make money, but it's not really your passion. It's my 9 to 5. What about jobs that are not your primary money-making job? You can use a lot of different expressions. We could call those jobs a gig, a side gig, a hustle, a side hustle, or you might just say, I do it on the side. So let's imagine that you make earrings, but it's not your 9 to 5. It's not your primary job. Well, you might say, I do it on the side. I make earrings on the side. Or you could say, I have a side gig making earrings. Okay, this is not your primary job, but it's something that you do and you still make some money, but it's not your primary job. If you don't work 40 hours a week at a job, then you have a part-time job. In the US, 40 hours per week is considered a full-time job, but a lot of jobs are part-time jobs. So you might say, yep, I work a part-time job on the weekends at a restaurant. I work a part-time job. Maybe it's your main way of making money. Okay, you just work less hours. Or maybe it's just a side thing. Or maybe you're also a student and you have a part-time job at the same time. That's a great way to describe something that you work less than 40 hours a week on. Now let's talk about unemployment. Unfortunately, over the last few years, a lot of people became unemployed. This is really scary. You don't know how you're going to survive, feed your family, take care of your future. You might be laid off. Laid off means you didn't personally do something wrong, but the company either cut your position, they couldn't pay for you anymore, and it's not something personal. It's usually a problem within the company. So when a company is suffering, usually financially, or they change their whole system, their whole model, and they don't need some people anymore, they might lay you off. This is a great phrasal verb. Of course, you don't want it to happen to you, but it's a great phrasal verb to know to explain the situation. Because it's not that you were fired. To be fired means you did something wrong. And they said, sorry, you can't work here anymore, and there was a problem. Maybe you were late to work too many times. You got fired. This is different than being laid off. When you're laid off, it's not your fault, and it's not embarrassing to say, oh, man, I was laid off during the pandemic. That's not embarrassing. That's fine. It's not your fault. But if you say, I was fired, usually there's a little bit of embarrassment to talk about that because it means there was a problem. We can also say, I lost my job. This is a little more indirect than being fired. It might be because you did something wrong. I was late to work so many times that I lost my job. This means you were fired, but you didn't directly say that. But it could also mean that you were just laid off. During the pandemic, I lost my job. That's not your fault. You didn't do anything wrong.